Yo, what's going on, guys? We're back with another MLB video. Um, this is gonna be how to make stubs, and I know you guys see I only have 7,000, so you're probably already off the bat being like, not really liking the stub count. I don't know if I want to trust this guy, but um, this for sure 100% works. And part of the reason that my stub count is low is because I finished I finished 7 collections. I finished the Cubs collection. These two right here were 80,000, I think, because Baez was definitely 50. So, anyways, so that's at least 80,000 stubs right there, just in that collection. These, I mean, I would be surprised if the rest of them were more than 25. But we're gonna go into the market, okay? And this is the best method that I've seen. And you're just gonna filter through 79s and 75s. That's just what I do. You're more likely you're probably gonna want to go to live series if you really want to filter it down even more. It doesn't matter though. And then you're just gonna look through these silvers, and you're gonna find like so this Corey Knebel. If you buy him for like 505, 510. I usually go up to like 522. I go up like real high, which I probably shouldn't. But if you go up to 522 and you sell them for I'll usually sell a Corey Knebel like that for 622. After tax, you're making like 80. Okay, so 80 ain't a lot, but that's usually what I do. So I look at like this Ben Zobrist. You could go like 505, 510, and then sell them for 700 or 695, and then after tax you're making 130. Not under NCRT. Okay, this Mike Fultonevich I'm gonna go 433, and again, the only reason I do that is so it's faster, because 414, like you see, it's 407, 410, 411, 412, 413. If I go 414, or I'm sorry, 413, and then if I go 414, as you see, Jose Peraza just sold. If I go 414, it's really easy for somebody to go 415, and it just, with people are gonna see that stub jump, and they're gonna be like, oh, I'll just take the extra 20, and they sell really quick, and that's why I look at guys like Mike Fultonevich that I can sell for. Let's say his price goes down a little bit, and he goes to like, let's say 650, right? After tax, it's 590. So if his price goes down drastically, I'll make just under 100 stubs. But I'm guessing I'll sell him for probably 610 after tax. That's 180 stubs, almost 200 stubs in profit. And then you just, I mean, honestly, you just filter through this. I usually don't like the first couple of pages. There's not really that many good people. And the only other thing is, like, I'll try this Chris Archer right now. But I usually, if their buy now is above 1,000, I don't try and buy them, just because it seems like those guys' prices fluctuate a lot. The Mike Fultonevich just sold, so let's see if we can get him to. Again, I go to 678. It's way better if you go to 700 flat. The best is 707. But I'm a little impatient, and that's who you're banking off of in this method. Is you're banking off of impatient people, which is kind of ironic that that's what I'm doing. Yet I'm impatient. But I mean, like, let's look at my my completed orders. I have 123 completed orders. And I mean, if you look at the times, there's obviously some times where I'll go in and I'll make some orders, and then I'll hop out and play an online game. I'll go grind something on Conquest. I'll go play March to October. I just finished the Cubs one. But let's see here. Like these guys I haven't sold yet. Jose Peraza, right? Okay, so bought him at 11:54:23 p.m. Sold him 7 minutes later. Okay, now there's a lot better CJ Crone, I actually, let me see, that was 1153 and 1147. So, I mean, sometimes it happens so fast. You can buy a player. I've had it where you buy the player, and then as you put in the order, it goes, oh, you sold him, or you bought him, I mean. And then you go and put the sell order in like a minute and a half later, boom, you're up 200,000, or not 200,000, 200 stubs. But I mean, like, yeah, if you look at this, just, I mean, a ton of buying and selling orders. I mean, like, it is the way to go. And if you know, the top people that I would recommend is I absolutely love Jose Martinez. His price fluctuates a little bit. It was Dallas Keuchel, but for some reason his is kind of fallen off. But Brandon Crawford's really good. Joey Wendell is really good. This Darren O'Day used to be, he's not anymore. So was Harrison Bader. But Brandon Crawford's always really good. Like I said, the Joey Wendell, like 450, I could go 470 something, whatever, and then I could make 130 to, you know, 90 to 130 stubs. Jose Peraza, right? I bought him. Yeah. So I'm gonna go 695 on him. And the only, again, the only reason I don't go like one stub up, one stub below, or 10 stubs below is because a lot of the times, even when I do go to 695, I'll notice 15 minutes later he still hasn't sold. It's now down to 650, and that's when you start getting to the point where, you know, 650 ain't really too bad, especially when I was buying them for low. But let's say you're doing it with Jackie Bradley Jr. So let's say you buy him for 345. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna sell them for 445 after, you know, for tax. After tax, you're only making 60 stubs. Okay. Now let's say you're like, okay, 440, but then Jackie Bradley goes down to 420, and you're like, okay, well now I need to put him up for 415. Now after tax, you're only making 30 stubs, and if it goes down lower, it's gonna get to the point where you're just gonna lose stubs, and that's why, you know, I'm a little, you know. I'm not maximizing stubs. You guys can definitely maximize stubs, but you know, I just recommend not pushing it too far. And I also don't recommend doing the diamond equipment. I mean, I haven't really seen like that. You can maybe make a little bit of stubs, like maybe 100, but I just don't think that one you could definitely, that glove you could make some stubs on. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think it's worth it to. I've tried the diamond equipment method before, and I'm not a fan. You buy it, and then you go to sell it, and that's one where you really have to like undercut by 10 stubs, 15, because the tax is so much once you get up to the thousands. And and you know, it's a little too risky for me, especially when you don't have that many stubs. This method works. If you have 500 stubs, you can turn that 500 into 700 in 2 minutes, okay? And then you can do 2 orders that add up to 700, and now you're at 1,000 in 5 minutes. So you've doubled your stubs in 5 minutes, and then once you get to 1,000, and you know, it goes on and on and on. And the one thing that I keep getting upset about is you watch these videos of people pulling diamonds, or you know, you see in the corner your friend pulled a diamond, you're like, all right, let me go buy a pack, and I'll get up to like 15k. I've grinded all the way up to 15k, and I buy a bundle, don't pull anything, and now I'm back to square one, and that's totally my fault. I gotta stop doing it because I'm trying to grind these collections. But if you guys are patient, and you guys can you guys can really make a lot of stubs off this method. I'd say, what, it's April, well, it's April 2nd when this video goes up, so The game's been out for a little over a week. I didn't do this the first couple days, so I mean, at most, I've done this maybe 6 days. I've made over 100,000 easy just doing this. Um, so, you know, drop down in the comments if you got any other stub making methods that you found or that you know of, that I don't know, because we're all trying to make stubs. But if this video helped you, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and come back for some more MLB videos. Peace.